So she's always trying to protect her organs. Reality is a knife touches you, you just a little nip, you're bleeding already. But there's two different kinds of bleeding. The bleeding is outside of your body, it goes down, and the inside of your body, it goes out. It goes like a fountain, right? So we're trying to avoid that kind of bleeding so that we can last longer. My name is Martin Gonzalez. I've been here in the camp since 1999. The stuff I teach, I specialize in knife as much as I can, right? It's one of my number one choice, I will say, right? I've been doing different styles for a long time, but that was the style, the stuff that I do, that's what it fit the best for my personality. So how many ways you think is out there for somebody to attack you? Because we have a number of systems, right? But that's a different story than reality. What's the reality? I would say is 3 different ways that people is going to attack you. Like this, yes? Like that, either hard, middle, groin is one, and the Jason, right? Either like this, like this, like this, like that. Still this. So 3, right? Okay, so now you have the answer. They're gonna attack you with 3 different ways. How you gonna stop that? Right? How are you gonna stop that? You're gonna stop it like she comes 1 and 2, right? 1 and 2, 1 and 2. And then I go here, and then I do the disarm, and then I do a punch and an armbar, and a wrist lock, and a finger lock, etc., etc. It is 2 different routes that we take the martial arts. The classical and the raw version, right? So I've been in the martial arts for a long time, and I love them. I love the classical. Well, my say, because I'm a teacher, right? I teach martial arts in my gym. We are not fighting anytime soon. So yes, it's the short version and the long version. But what is the rush? Are you fighting this Saturday or in a month? But let's do the traditional for fun, right? Flow drills are awesome. But sometimes we get too stuck in the flow drill, and then we don't know how to put that in application for the raw, right? So I'm gonna teach you different ways of tapping. At least you have some kind of protection, right? How to block a knife attack. At the end of the day, reality is a knife touches you, it's just a little nip, you're bleeding already. But there's 2 different kinds of bleeding. The bleeding is outside of your body, it goes down, and the inside of your body, it goes out. It goes like a fountain, right? So we're trying to avoid that kind of bleeding so that we can last longer. In the training, we call these timers or switches. A timer is like something that when they catch you, eventually with the timer you're gonna die. With a switch, they're just gonna neutralize you and then you can't fight no more. So the first one that we're gonna do, this is called the pendulum tapping, right? So if she's flashing the blade, as soon as she put it up and then she gets ready, then I'm gonna go here, right? So I'm blocking the bottom and I'm blocking the tap. This frame is pretty much blocking all my vitals. It's blocking around this area, it's blocking around this area, and it's blocking around this area. Everything in just one little frame. So we have different kind of tapping. So this one will be what I call the pendulum tapping, right? Now you have to make sure that this hand It's not like this, because if she really wants to cut it, she grabs me from under, and then she's gonna bend over with power, and then she's gonna bend my wrist, and because I'm fighting against her, but my joint is here, so she will go like this. So you have to keep it locked up like that. Now it's stronger than hers, even if she has 2-on-1. So then I tap it, and I tap it. If I start getting the hang of it, right, I can go in, or I can go out, in and out. Now notice I'm squatting now. I'm no longer tall, but I'm here. So that's the pendulum tapping. The next one, we're gonna go in order. So the next one will be the shearing tapping, right? So that one was with the soft part of your arm. This one is gonna be with the blade. We don't wanna do a lot of rest because it hurts a little, right? Just don't say that in the camera. But so I'm shearing down, right? So when she's here, I'm hacking it. See, you can hear it, pop, 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 like that. So I'm really trying to hurt the guy with the knife or the girl with the knife, right? And then I'm going forward, right? Again, it's shearing it, right? Shear the skin off, the bone, just shear it off. So the next one, we call it the corkscrew tapping. That one is the fun one. That's the one we use all the time. So that one is just attachment, but I'm pushing towards her body. Almost looks like she's trying to cut herself with her own, right? But look at my second hand. Some of you are just doing this, see, and then you're dropping it. That's no good, so keep it here. Right now, this is the perfect time for you to develop a good habit. Wake it up. Here, right? Here, here. Pushing towards her. Now it's no pain, and we call that the corkscrew tapping. Corkscrew tapping. See, my hand is here. Okay, so the last one, this is what I call funnel tapping, right? Funnel tapping. So when she's coming this way, she decides to go all the way over there. Then I go here, right? I go here, I cross over like a funnel, right? This way or this way. So she starts here, but now she's coming that way. Whoop, I duck it under, right? Here, right? So here, like that, like a funnel. Here or here. So what we got? What we got? Pendulum tapping. What else? Shear tapping, corkscrew tapping, hinge tapping, same side, and pendulum. Funnel tapping, right? The funnel tapping. So that's for you to rep it thousands of times, right? I will suggest maybe try to do it once every time you go to the gym. Like you go twice a week, tap it for like 5 minutes, and then you get better and faster, right? Just focus on closing the gap. This hand palm up. Now here, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Here, right? That's the way it's supposed to look. And then always here. Some of you still doing this. You tapping when you feel like that. Now this is something that you have to really consider developing, because a knife is not going to come that slow to you. So I'm going to do something with her. It's more advanced stuff, but I'm going to try to do it as fast as I can. And then she's just moving around with me, right? The purpose is to don't get cut. The stuff that she's doing is something is been installing her muscle memory, right? But still, it's just things that you don't do, then you are not fast enough. Knife is about speed. So she tries to block it, and I go here, and then she goes there. So she's always trying to protect her organs. That's the speed that you're looking for.